Thanks for joining us for the CCAA pre-tournament press conference. With us today, we have the number 4 seed on the women's side, Cal State Dominguez Hills. Representing the Toros today, we have head coach John Bonner and student athlete Oren Isaacson. Coach, let's just talk a little bit about you guys' run into the tournament. You guys had a really good second half of the season, and you guys were able to get up to that 4 seed. Just talk to me a little bit about how you guys have been playing in January and February entering this tournament.
Yeah, I'm really excited about how we finished off the year. I think we started off with some tough losses, but we also took a lot of learning from those losses. And a big part of what we wanted to do was continue to find ways to just improve after every loss. And once I think our team kind of figured out, what it takes to win, they started to bring that into every single practice. And then it started to translate more and more into games. The one thing I'll say about this team is that they don't ever give up. They don't ever feel sorry for themselves. So despite some of the bumps along the road, they figured out a way to continue to stay together, and we found some success from that.
Or let me talk to you a little bit. I know we're probably not hoping to break down all the stats in here, but I'd like to get a little inside information from you. I looked through the CCAA stats page. I see Dominguez Hills second in scoring and 5th in defense. It's most times they're usually not both in the top. What has Coach Bonner done to get you guys to put in such good effort on both ends of the floor? Because we know to be up there, it's about effort and willingness to play good defense.
Yeah, I think everyone just bought into the program, and everyone just wants to do anything they can to win and just have fun. So we like to play fast, so we just do whatever we can to keep playing.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about this tournament setting. You guys have been playing well. You hopefully put a little momentum on your side, as you mentioned, but we're into playoffs now. Everybody's at 0-0. It's a whole new season at this point. What opportunities does that present your team going into a tournament knowing you have a chance for postseason life?
Yeah, one of the benefits of having such a young team is that, they don't know any better. They don't know that you should, lose or feel intimidated or feel any pressure. They get up for every game. They're locked in. They shake off a little bit of nerves because they feel like they belong. And so starting the season off 0-0 and having an opportunity to play against these teams already, I think it just fills us with a good amount of confidence. They still understand that it still takes work every single possession to get the results that we want. But the cool thing about this team is that they're going into this really with no pressure because they haven't felt it before. And so for them, they're just kind of going in ready to go and compete because that's all they've known to do this year.
I'm actually going to follow up on that one a little bit. I didn't know this before, but you talked about maybe the inexperience gives them some advantage coming into this, but on the backside, how important is it for your team to go through this playoff setting just as you build your program? You mentioned such a young team just as you continue to build your program.
Yeah, I think it's great experience. I think when you get the experience so early, now you know what it takes, and now you know how to continue to build on that. And I think sometimes if you have a little bit of a harder season, then you're always trying to grind. But because they're so young and they get to feel this so early, I think it's going to just set them up for long-term success. And it also kind of helps our program kind of understand the level that we need to be at moving forward, just with our concepts and our day-to-day work ethic. That's something that's defined our team this year. We've seen positive results from it, and I think we can only go up from here.
Oren, I got to talk to you a little bit about your first round matchup. You guys had a unique situation. You guys are in that 4-5. You guys will be playing Chico, who is the number 5 team, but you guys just played them on Thursday. And let's still be honest to each other. They did beat you guys by 1, but I'm sure as I looked at Coach Bonner, he might even thought you guys should have won the game at Chico. Just what lessons can you guys learn, and how hard is it to play a team, not back-to-back, but, twice within a week?
I think for us, it's kind of like learning. Because we did just play them, we kind of have like a little bit of what we want to do playing them again. And I think that because we lost by 1, we're more ready to play them because we want to keep our season alive.
Fantastic. All right. Since we do have you on the call, we'd like to get a little insight into maybe some of this inside stuff about the team really quick. Don't have to give anything away too much, but I'd like to just hear from a student athlete perspective. What do you feel are your team's greatest strengths? Something that maybe doesn't show up in the box score. I'm not going to look at rebounding. I'm not going to look at scoring. But you as a team member, what do you feel your team's greatest strengths are?
I think just putting in the work. We put a lot of work into our concepts and our just ability to play. And I think another thing is just having fun. I think we all like playing with each other. So I think that's one of our greatest things, just continue to just play with each other.
Fantastic. Coach, I got a little hypothetical for you. You guys, let's say you're either up one or down one in this one. Would you rather be on defense to get a stop to end the game or be on offense with a chance to win the game there?
What's tough is we've been in both positions. We were just on defense at Stanny, and we've had offensive plays at both Sonoma and Chico. So all of our games kind of lately have been in those scenarios. I'm pretty confident in our ability to defend and get a stop. So if we have to take it, I think we'll take being up one. Primarily, I mean, our team is pretty good at executing offensive concepts down the stretch, but if I'm taking the bet, I think our defense will do the job and get the stop.
I wasn't even thinking about the fact that we got to see those both last week a little bit, but you're right. That's just for somebody that has such good balance on both sides. I had to hear a little bit of that one. Good. Rick, did you have any questions that you would like to introduce into this?
Yeah, I have a question for Oren. You came from Notre Dame de Namur and transferred out of there after they shut down athletics as a whole. Then we have the pandemic shutting us out for a season. Come back 2 years later with a whole new team, a whole new roster, and you're making the conference tournament. For you personally, how does your story fit for you and how it came to this route where it is right now?
For me, it's just an honor, honestly, to play basketball and just keep playing basketball. I think, because of what happened and all the time waiting, I think just the ability to keep playing is like one of the main reasons why I want to win or want to keep competing.
You're also a scholar athlete. You're doing phenomenal with your grades. You've been perfect for the last 2 semesters or during your time here at Dominguez Hills. What is it that makes you success in balancing athletics and academics together?
I think for me, we have a great team behind us, making sure that we're on our grades. And I think basketball is a great way to get out there and meet new people. So I think that helps with my school and just keeping everything in check.
And for Coach Bonner, it's your first tournament since 2019. It's I'm not going to count the pandemic shutdown as that, so I'll say it's another season. There's that gap of a season. Tell me about what are your thoughts now going into the tournament again, and how would you approach it now that you've already done it before?
Honestly, it's the same. I think the team kind of buying into what it is that we want to do. We're very big on giving our players an outline and letting them kind of paint within those lines. We believe in some offensive freedom, and everything's about, effort and energy for us. And so as long as our players do that, we've found success. I think, the challenges come when we have those lulls in between. But for the most part, they've been pretty committed. And I think if we can put together 40 minutes of that, going into Thursday, I think it should be a fun game. At the end of the day, I always expect our players to leave it all on the floor for that game. If we get beat by a better team, it just kind of is what it is, but they can commit to giving their all, then I'm pretty happy with that. Usually the results take care of themselves when they do that.
And you've been without Asia Jordan for a couple of games. This team shows that the resiliency and the ability to win without Asia, and for a moment without Oren. How is that for a confidence booster with the team, knowing that all of them can contribute and win without 2 key players?
I feel like, clearly we love to have Asia as a part of our roster. We love when Oren is there. But I think, we spend a lot of time having every player work on every skill, and we don't diminish any expectations for any of our players. They're all expected to perform, to handle the ball, to shoot. Even if that's not their strengths in a game, we try to have them do that. And so it's just a testament to their work ethic, I think, and their intentionality for what it is that they want to achieve. So that if we're down, we have some other people step up in those times, and then we'll be looking forward to getting them back soon.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, Oren, for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you guys in the game at 2:30 on Thursday when you guys take on Chico State. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in Arcata.
All right. Thank you, Danny.